Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 529 Northwest Blair Loop here in Sheridan. We're located at the front of the home. We're just to the left of the front doorway. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. We're sitting right at the base of that currently, where we've zeroed out the camera counter. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We'll have water running here in just a moment. Here we go. And the image may be kind of dark here for the first 20 feet or so. It will lighten up here in a moment. And if it doesn't, I've got another camera that will get us another picture. Alright, transitions here over to 6-inch PVC pipe, 23 feet out. And right here at 73 feet, this is the main lateral connection. We're going to let the line drain out completely here for just a moment. I'm actually going to introduce a couple flushes down the line just to clear some debris out of the way. There's a little bit of buildup in the flow line, but I think most of it's going to be out of there now that the camera's gone through. I'm going to go locate the camera just to verify where the line terminates. Alright, located the camera here successfully out the main lateral Northwest Blair Loop. We are down to just a trickle of water at this point here. We're going to go ahead and start reeling the camera back in. And from the clean out, the line essentially does a straight shot from the clean out all the way to the main. Deviates a little bit at the very end there, but I say that for reference. If you have any plans of planting any trees in the front yard, there's not a whole lot out here. You want to make sure it kind of draw a straight line with your mind from that clean out to the main. I would keep any tree at least 10 feet to the side of where that's at, just to avoid the potential for roots and things like that to get into it. So we do have some standing water here in the line. Looks like it dissipates out at around 37 feet roughly. Where I typically start to recommend repairs on bellies in a line is when you have at least 5 feet of pipe with at least an inch of standing water. And this spot here, thus far, is sitting at a 1/4 inch or less. We'll see if it gets any worse though. Alright, so the belly here, at no point did it exceed a 1/4 of an inch of standing water. Not that it can't cause an issue in the line, but it's generally in a belly this minimal, and I would rate this at like a 2 out of 10 on the belly scale, which is very, very minimal. The only thing that's going to hang up in a spot like this is if you're putting stuff down the line that should not be going down there. The only thing I'm seeing collected in the line, period, is grease that's gone down. Regular old toilet paper is going to shoot through a spot like that with very little issue at all. The only time that toilet paper might hang up here is if you ball it up, you know, the size of a softball, something like that. But that stuff breaks down and moves on its way. This is only going to be a problem if you're putting paper towels, tampons, cooking oil, things like that down the line. You can still use your disposal, just need to avoid the fats and the grease. But in my opinion, that is a spot there that is not worth doing a repair on. It's just too stinking minimal. This house has been here for quite a long time. If we were getting significant flow problems there, there would be a lot of evidence of it. You have a lot of debris build up in the line. All I'm seeing so far is grease. And this right here, we've got some debris that's kind of hung up and stuck to the top of the pipe there. This looks like it's either a secondary cleanout or a test tee. I'm not sure which it is exactly. What I'm going to go do real quick is open it up and look down inside of it. The only thing that's odd about it is how that debris is hung up at the top of the pipe there. Sometimes you can get roots that come down through stuff like this, and then debris will hang up over the top of it. I'm going to try and see if I can open that up. I'm not seeing obvious root strands coming down from the top of that opening there, though. There's some junk up there, but most of it's looking like glue drips. Generally, if you have roots, you're going to get root hairs protruding out from underneath some of the debris there. So I really don't think that's what it is, but I'm going to try and see if this is a second clean out I can go open up possibly. Given that the transition's right here, this is very likely a test tee and not a clean out. Yeah, probing around here, I'm not hitting any caps. I think this is just a test tee, which is something I can't open up. Anyway, at this point, I'm not recommending anything here. I don't see any visible roots hanging down from that. I think we just have some toilet paper, possibly a piece of paper towel or something like that that got caught. There are no obvious signs that there are roots coming through there. Alright, we're nearing the clean out here, just about to reel the camera out of the line. Once again, we do have a very minor belly from about 29 feet to 37 feet. About an 8-foot section of pipe there, with a 1/4 inch or less of standing water. And no evidence at all that it's obstructing the flow in a significant way. And I wouldn't expect it to. That criteria I've come up with is that's after doing about 15,000 sewer scopes, and where I typically start to see debris build up. Even at the 1-inch mark with a 5-foot belly, still a very, very livable situation. This is far less than that, with only a 1/4 inch or less of water there. So, anyway, just make sure you're not flushing pairs of socks and diapers down the line. You'll be just fine. Now, at this point, we have adequate flow all the way to the main lateral. The ABS and PVC portions of the line all appear to be in good shape. The sewer line is functioning at this time. And in case you're looking for it, let me show this real quick here. The clean out is actually hiding under that green drain cover there. It's just go over the top of the clean out. Again, we're just a couple feet to the left of the front door.